Are you lying awake night after night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep keeps slipping away from you? Do you find yourself waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning, exhausted, frustrated, and already worried about how you'll feel the next day? If that sounds familiar, then I want you to hear this clearly. You are not unlucky, you are not broken, and you are not doomed to live this way. In fact, the very fact that you are watching this right now may be the most fortunate thing that's happened to your sleep in a long time. Because if this information hadn't reached you, you might have spent years believing that nighttime waking, poor sleep, and repeated trips to the bathroom were just part of getting older. You might have accepted restless nights as something you simply had to endure. But that story is incomplete. Give me just 5 minutes of your time, and I promise you this. By the end of this video, you will understand what is really happening inside your body at night, and you will know exactly how to support it naturally so you can finally rest without constant interruption. If you are someone who wakes up tired, anxious, or discouraged night after night, stay with me. What you're about to learn can change how you experience your evenings, your sleep, and your mornings. And please don't skip ahead, especially not the final part. The fruit I'll share near the end must be eaten in a very specific way if you want to sleep through the night without those frustrating bathroom trips. This is not about medications, it's not about expensive treatments, and it's not about complicated routines. It's about using nature wisely at the right time in a way that supports your bladder, your heart, and your nervous system together. Before we go any further, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from right now? And what time is it where you are? I read every comment, and your experience matters here. And if you care about gentle, science-backed guidance designed to help you sleep better and live well after 60, subscribe to Golden Rest Guide and turn on the bell. Small changes, done consistently, can transform your nights. Now let's talk about the real reason this is happening. Why do so many adults begin waking up to urinate at night as they get older? One major reason is hormonal. After the age of 60, the body produces less of a hormone called vasopressin. This hormone tells your kidneys to slow urine production while you sleep. When you were younger, it worked quietly in the background, allowing you to rest through the night. But with age, that signal weakens. Your kidneys keep producing urine almost as if it were daytime, filling the bladder faster than it should while you're trying to sleep. At the same time, the bladder itself becomes more sensitive. It may send urgent signals to the brain even when it isn't truly full. That false urgency is one of the most frustrating parts of nighttime waking. And there's one more factor many people never consider. When you lie down at night, fluid that has pooled in your legs during the day moves back into your bloodstream. That sudden shift gives your kidneys extra work to do right when your body should be resting. So this is not just a sleep problem. It's a fluid balance problem, a nerve signaling problem, and a timing problem. This is where bananas come in, but only if you use them correctly. First, bananas are naturally low in acid. Unlike citrus fruits or grapes, they do not irritate the bladder lining. That matters because the bladder becomes more delicate with age, and acidic foods in the evening can trigger unnecessary urgency. Simply choosing a banana instead of acidic fruits later in the day can make a noticeable difference. Second, bananas are rich in potassium. Potassium helps the smooth muscle of the bladder wall stay relaxed. When potassium levels are adequate, the bladder is less likely to send those false alarm signals when it's only partly full. Third, bananas contain magnesium, a mineral that calms the nervous system. Magnesium helps relax bladder nerves and also supports deeper, more restorative sleep. Many older adults are unknowingly low in magnesium, which can worsen nighttime waking. Fourth, bananas provide tryptophan. This amino acid helps your brain produce serotonin and melatonin, your natural sleep hormones. These hormones tend to decline with age, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. But here's the most important part. How you eat the banana matters just as much as eating it at all. The best time to enjoy a banana is early evening, ideally between 5 and 6 p.m. or about an hour after an early dinner. Eat one medium-sized banana, ripe and yellow, with a few small brown spots. A banana that is too green may cause bloating. One that is overly ripe can spike blood sugar and disrupt sleep later in the night. Eat it at room temperature. Cold fruit straight from the refrigerator can irritate the bladder. And eat it alone. No tea, no milk, no watery fruits alongside it. This allows your body to absorb the nutrients without triggering additional urine production. If you'd like to gently enhance the effect, you can pair the banana with 5 to 7 lightly roasted almonds. Almonds also contain magnesium and provide a calming, steady support without adding excess fluid. But avoid the common mistakes. Don't eat bananas too close to bedtime. Don't eat more than one at a time. And don't combine them with diuretic drinks like tea or coffee. If you truly want this habit to work, you'll also need to avoid certain foods after 7 p.m. Skip acidic fruits. Avoid soups and watery foods. Stay away from caffeine and green tea, and try not to drink fluids just in case before bed. That habit alone guarantees a nighttime wake up. I invite you to try this for just 3 nights. One ripe banana in the early evening. No late night fluids. No trigger foods after sunset. Pay attention to how often you wake, how deeply you sleep, and how you feel in the morning. Many people are surprised to discover that something so simple, used correctly, can restore uninterrupted sleep. If this message gave you hope, type the word HOPE in the comments. Your single word may help another person who is quietly struggling. Share this video with someone you care about and subscribe to Golden Rest Guide so we can keep walking this path of calm, practical wisdom together. May tonight be peaceful. May your sleep be deep. May your sleep be steady and uninterrupted. And may your mornings greet you with clarity, energy, and a sense of calm you may not have felt in a long time. I want to leave you with this final thought. Waking up at night is not a failure of your body. It is a message. Your body is still intelligent. It is still communicating. And when you listen with curiosity instead of frustration, it responds. So tonight, instead of worrying about sleep, create the conditions for it. Eat with intention. Respect timing. Let your body settle before rest. You don't need force. You don't need fear. You need understanding. If you remember only one thing from this message, let it be this. Waking up at night is not something you have to accept as your new normal. Your body is not betraying you. It is asking for support, not punishment. Sleep after 60 is delicate, but it is not broken. It responds to rhythm, to timing, and to gentle nourishment. Something as simple as a perfectly ripe banana, eaten early in the evening, away from excess fluids and heavy foods, can help restore balance to your bladder, calm your nervous system, and allow your mind to stay in rest mode longer. You don't need extreme measures. You don't need fear. You don't need to lie awake wondering what's wrong with you. You need understanding, patience, and consistency. Try this approach for a few nights. Pay attention not just to how often you wake, but how you feel when you do. Notice the calm. Notice how easily you return to sleep. Notice how your mornings begin to feel a little lighter. That is your body responding. Thank you for trusting me with your time and your health. If this video gave you reassurance, clarity, or even a small sense of hope, please like it, share it with someone who might be struggling quietly, and leave a comment below. Your voice matters here, and if you want more gentle, science-backed guidance designed for life after 60, subscribe and stay with us. We're building a space where aging is met with wisdom, not fear. Sleep well tonight, be kind to your body, and remember, better nights are still possible.